fight that he's had. I'm pretty sure his children sat there and had to pull him off their mother sometimes and everything else that because the argument don't just go on and behind closed doors to where you can't hear. I'm pretty sure those kids heard what was going on. And a lot of times, even just trying to protect your parents I remember my mother was in an abusive relationship at one time, and we were kind of lightweight scared. My mother was dating a police officer at this time.
Jeez.
And
oh, no.
It was just at one point, your mind going to, this is enough. Mm-hmm. And now your kids are involved, and now it's like, okay, we all jumping on this man after that. And sometimes it takes for you to separate that relationship. So Kim might have left him after the kids were involved in too many disputes, Mm-hmm. I know that I walked out on a relationship that I was in because it took my kids to sit back and no, and that was my wake up right there. Oh my God, I had to snap out of it because I had enough. So my breaking point went somewhere different. So that's that one thing. I wrote this down while you were talking because I don't like to lose my train of thought.
Go ahead.
But you were speaking about 10 years ago. 10 years you doing that, but 10 years ago you found your clarity. So that's a whole different ball game. You have to think about the people that don't have that clarity. What about the people that's getting up and they're getting drunk every day? The people that feel like they got to be high every day to even face the world? The people that don't love themselves? When you start pouring that love back into your life, then you start realizing your worth, and then the way other people treat you are going to be different at that point. So it's that part. There's a lot of people that's out here that lack that love for themselves, and they don't know how to pour it back into themselves because everything that we listen to is negative.
Bingo.
Everything you watch on TV is negative. You don't have the positivity, and people don't know what to do. You listen to R&B songs. I had somebody tell me, I said, what do you do to pour back into yourself? He said, I listen to R&B music. I see R&B music teach you how to love somebody else.
No, let me just tell y'all this quick thing. So we went to Indianapolis over the weekend, so we kicked it. I fell asleep in the club and everything. Though. I was an auntie. But so on the way back, I'm chilling. She turns on gospel music, okay? Which ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'm falling asleep in the car. She like, wake up. We pouring back into art. No, before she told me, she said, wake up. I'm like, girl, gospel music put me to sleep and soothe me. I'm listening. She like, we got to pour back into ourselves after the kick it. So she right, though. We had a gospel, and seriously, we had a gospel concert driving back from Indianapolis all the way to Cleveland.
Just you two?
Just us two.
That's what's, what that is.
I like that.
That's a real girl trip.
I'm up here.
I'm so happy you brought her. I'm so happy.
I'm up here. I'm about to smoke. She didn't put on the praise God music.
For me, this.
But I appreciated that. Because it was what I needed.
I lived in the dark before, so for me it's important. I learned how to climb out of it. I learned how to love myself again, and this is why I study the way that I do, and this is why I had the certifications that I do as well. Is because I teach people how to reprogram their mind, how you pour back into yourself. You have to journal. You have to get out all your negative thoughts.
So do you put on the all white? You put on
the all white? This my friend, y'all. This my friend.
And nature is healing.
Yeah.
So for me, open road, I'm always outside. I get on that open road and I will pour right back into myself. I listen to gospel music. One time I drove to Atlanta by myself and I didn't even stay the night. But I was going through. I didn't. I was going through something mentally.
No, drove me crazy.
Wait, you mean you went down there and came right back?
Came right back. I was so mad at her.
You had some Red Bull?
No, I didn't.
No.
You all off your spiritual.
My movement
she is a real
one. When I'm on a mission, I can't sleep.
How long did it take you to get like this?
I'm 42 now, so I woke up April 28, 2023.
Okay.
On April 28, 2023, I don't know what it is about that date. I woke up and I was tired. So at that point, I knew I wanted to make a difference in my own life. I was at one of those virtual reality places, and one of the games, I had the little goggles on, and one of the games, when it came on, it said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. And that stuck with me. And I used to wake up like doing the same thing. Like, oh my God, doing the same thing.
Groundhog
And I
Day.
drank
Pretty
every single
much.
day. So, people feel like that helped, but it really hurt you because alcohol makes you emotional. So I wasn't able to deal with myself. When I decided to deal with myself, I was able to help myself and I was able to love myself properly to where I could change, and the arguments would start being less and less. Or I wasn't entertaining this, or no, you weren't going to treat me like this. Who you think you talking to? I'm gone.
So both of y'all motivational speakers?
I said I was a public speaker.
Oh, my
Public
bad. My
speaker.
bad.
Nothing
My
about
bad.
no
motivation.
My
motivation.
bad.
No,
My
man.
bad. My bad. My bad.
I am.
That's
I'm
what I
whatever.
heard. That's what I heard.
I'm
That's what I heard.
whatever. I'm whatever God needs me to be at that time. So
Right.
I'm not going. I'm a speaker.
All
Those
right.
prescription glasses?
Yes, they are.
Nah, so leave
Don't
that,
do
girl.
that.
Yeah.
Wait till we get off of this.
So-
Wait till we get off of here. Okay.
So let's break this down as far as this trial. So I'm going to give the opinion. I'm going to give you a question again. Do you think that Diddy is going to be convicted of these charges that the federal government has brought against him?
Not all of them.
Do you think that? You said not all of them.
No.
Some of them.
Some of them.
You going to prison?
They want some money. They gonna get some money.
I don't think Diddy probably won't do prison time. I don't believe that.
Glam?
Well, what you
I
think?
think that I think about Michael Jackson and how they did him. So I'm not really sure of what the outcome is going to be, but I will say he's going to pay some money.
Who got more money?
And,
Oh, never mind.
and they're going to get as much money out of him as they can because this was planned, it was written, and it went wrong.
Well, here's my definition. I think that that when they throw separate charges at you, this from experience, that they're going to try to make one of them stick. And when you throw like 15 and like 3-4 indictments, they're going to try to make, if not all of them, just at least one of them stick, or get you down to a lesser particular charge. Now, he is going to pay a fine, but I think that he's going to do some jail time. How much jail time?
Time served.
He only did a year. So
That's crazy that he in prison.
I wonder what his cell look like. Is it a regular cell or is
it's
it
a regular. No. He's
in the
in
movies.
the worst. He's not.
Have y'all ever did prison visits?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
It's a yes or no question, man.
I will say yes or no, but I don't know if my kids watching and they don't know certain stuff. But
Right.
so yeah, I have.
Okay, say less.
So the thing
I
about
started doing that at like 2 years old.
All right. So it's like, damn. Okay, that's another conversation.
Exactly.
That's another
It's
conversation.
another
So
conversation, but it was God's plan.
here's
Hey, from the inside
From
out.
the inside
I
out.
can tell you that. I've seen it from the inside out. But that's important for people. I feel like it's important for people to know that you've been through it and you came through it and you can go through it and you can get through it.
Right.
So, even with my children, I definitely have real life conversations with them. My youth, yes.
yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah,
fine.
yes.
That's what my mother did with me.
That's
So
why I'm positioned the way that I am. That made me who I am.
go ahead.
I feel like Diddy and R. Kelly, I feel like they really need some therapy. And I know people always say that, but it's so needed. It is so needed. Like she said, it's deep-rooted issues that we don't even know about, that the court systems that know about, nobody. So, even with jail ain't the answer to everything. And then when you go in there, sometimes you come out a better criminal than you went in when you went. So, the institutionalization and just the mental and emotional hardships that you experience from being in prison. And I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve prison, but what I am saying is that
It's a bunch
what's
of geniuses
put in
in
place,
there.
what is actually put in place to help you not repeat what you did when you coming out of jail? What is jail solving? Because when you can't come out, you can't work here, you can't work here, you can't do that, you can't be around this person, you can't do this, you can't touch here, you can't go here because there might be guns here, and you gotta what is the outcome? What is the solution behind sending a person to jail?
Free work, free labor.
Punishment, pretty much.
Internally.
Internally?
For that
Oh,
person.
no answer to
Nothing.
that. We got no
There's-
answer to that, Miss Glass. I mean, Mrs.
Glam. All right, so
Glam.
before,
Yeah.
I'm sure that Glam and her friend Loretta, I thank y'all both for being here, and I know we have went over a little bit more.
I charge extra to be over here.
But the thing the thing is that this is an important subject. It's not just about this particular trial, but it's about how everybody's feeling. Like, I know there's some guy. Listen, guys, if you trying to debate women right now who are hurt and triggered about this case,
Please stop it.
Don't do that dumb shit. Just stop. Just stop. I've seen some dumb, and to the men out there just saying some dumbass shit, shut up. Shut the hell up. No.
The bad part about it is they feel like that for real.
That's the bad part.
No, I'm not. No, not shut the hell up. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, say that again.
I'm like, damn. Shut up. Keep scrolling if you don't like. Listen, 9 times out of 10, it's like the women put their pain out there, and then you guys want to come over here and talk shit and say some dumb shit like you're profound, like you're spitting it as facts. You're not spitting any damn facts. You're not part of the federal government. I know some of you. Y'all don't see, like, I know some of you in real life. Y'all dumb as shit. So calm your asses down. Especially the men out here, like, y'all stupid. I'm not gonna call y'all out on it.
So listen,
y'all not federal judges, federal lawyers. Y'all not like. Y'all got, just because you got people locked up in federal doesn't make you a fucking smart person, all right?
but then you have those same people, we have to, and
These
this is
jailbird attorneys get on my nerves.
So this is what I feel, and this is why I feel like the problem, because if you're not a part of the solution, then you are a part of the problem.
Right.
So my thing is that some of these men that speak like that, or they're attacking the women, have been abused by their mothers as well, because you have to put yourself in those type of positions, because you had a lot of angry mothers that raised these boys, and they couldn't treat them right because they were being mentally abused by someone else. Yes.
Or
so this is all that I'm talking. This is the same thing that I'm saying about the cycle continues. The trauma, the hurt people, and they don't know how to get over that. So there just need to be more programs to help people that support for self-love. Like, you just need to learn how to love yourself in a special type of way.
You know what, Lorraine? And if you look at some of the statements, especially under a couple of my women friends who have made statements about the trial, and a couple of the men that are males that have made these statements, it sounds like they hurt, or it sounds like either they have been abused, the abuser, or they just want to be in Diddy's shoes, and it's like,
or could this be a big distraction of what's really what's going on?
Well,
that too. That's always the case. That's going to always be the case.
Yeah,
Extinct.
We got Cleveland Clinic taking away the rights. We got Trump doing his crazy ass thing.
We got bad schools.
Because you see
bad
what's
food.
going
Right.
on. This is what we're talking about. Like, the lack of love that people have for themselves is creating, the earthquake that's going on out here.
Right.
And
in the schools, it's so different. No child left behind. They just passing them. I remember I went to my daughter's school when she was in middle school, and I was sitting there. I was talking to the teacher, and she said, "Well, we pass the kids no matter what." And I said, "Well, what do you do with the kids that's disruptive to the class?" "Well, we put them over here. The kids that want to learn, they go over here." Like, so there's
really
this is what's going on. Like, there's no,
it is what
especially
it is.
when you don't have. And then the parents are joining their children now to where now, oh, you talk to my son and you talk to my daughter a certain type of way, and now come on, we outside, let's fight.
And then
what are they learning?
And then holding the media accountable for what they putting out here.
Social media is
because
Right.
you got TV shows, like, my friends laugh at me, but I do not like Bad Girl. Nothing about the show. Nothing about Bad Girls
The whole
is
network, Zeus,
appealing
should
to
be-
me.
should be on
Like,
fire.
it's just
Terrible.
stupid. And these people are put on pedestals like they done did something. So
They get
I mean,
walkthroughs.
although we're
on
living in a
tours.
society, but look what's being put out there. And then you want to question what these other celebrities is doing. Look what's being put out there.
and exercise.
When we grew up, we had the Cosby. When I grew up, I wanted Bill Cosby to be my daddy.
But you was also jump roping too.
Right.
So it's just like,
Yeah.
and then now for us, for blacks, we're on an even playing field. We have an opportunity right now to change the game, to start our own businesses, to stop relying on certain things. So it's challenge
To break
time.
generational
To
curses?
break generational curses.
Okay.
It's challenge time.
So, and we are, and it's to be, it needs to be a challenge. Now here's my thing, and I asked everybody. I'm gonna give my personal. Diddy's
About to
gonna
give me another drink right now.
Diddy's
Take
gonna
her off camera. Or put her on camera.
Diddy's gonna do some time.
Okay.
He's going to do, I don't know how much of time he's going to do. Here's the reason why I say that. Like I said before, to all you jailhouse lawyers that have not got you social media lawyers, stop debating after day 4 of an 8-week trial. This is the reason why they put Cassie on the stand, was to set precedent that this man that they're trying to go after is a disgusting human being. They have proved that. Despite the fact of the matter is that whatever y'all might think, y'all not on the jury. The jury is set for 8 weeks, meaning that they're going to drag out every single thing that they can to make sure that they get their conviction. Now, when you've been denied bail so many times, the reason why Diddy was in prison is because he was denied. They tried to get him out on bail. His attorneys, his defense team couldn't. The judge said no 3 damn times.
I gotta say, if Young Thug didn't go to prison, Diddy ain't going to prison.
Well, there's the thing about it,
Thug was out there
but we
terrorizing
can't.
folks.
Everybody died in his case.
Right? But the thing about it is, the thing about it is like we don't know that. Different judge, different set of circumstances, my boy. And the thing about it is like federal judges are picked by presidents who are elected. So
And if anything, he'll get a Trump pardon.
we don't listen. Listen.
He is so. Get
who
him.
cares?
What?
Stop.
Yeah.
What?
No. No.
That's
Donald-
what's wrong with black folks.
They-
we the only people who tear ourselves down. Diddy ain't didn't do nobody in here. We are here shitting on Diddy. Innocent to proven
He
guilty.
pissing on other motherfuckers.
That's how a lot of people get pissed on.
So
every
there's
night.
there, like I said, there's a difference between holding somebody accountable. That's what's wrong with our community.
Let me hear it. Preach.
There's a difference between, this hater word is very lightly used. So if you tell the truth, you a hater. If you hold somebody accountable, you a hater.
T-Rex
If
say
you
that.
point out what's really going on, you a hater.
T-Rex say
No.
that.
How about you just own up to what you do and go down like a real man or woman?
So I don't think
Because
Diddy. So we all agree Diddy should. We all agree that Diddy was wrong for domestic violence, but I don't think a lot of people going to prison for domestic violence, and he shouldn't go to. He shouldn't.
Well, he should have. But here's the thing. Listen, I'm going to say this. It's also, and I believe in the spiritual. I believe in Jesus. I believe in God, the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost, the Creator.
I want to
all
go
that
see
is.
sinners with these two.
And the thing about it is like, here's the thing. I also believe in karma. And the thing
that's some broke shit. That's some broke nigga shit right there.
No, there's the thing. Some people believe in karma, meaning that whatever you put out in the motherfucking universe will come back
That's
on
too
you
much
tenfold.
thinking. That's too much thinking.
But here's the thing. If Diddy had something to do with the murders of Tupac Shakur, the Christopher Wallace, a.k.a. Biggie Smalls, if he had something to do with Kid Cudi's car being blown up, who, by the way, is a Shaker Heights native from Ohio, if he had all the other shit that he done did, and like the thing about it is like, let's go back and let's go back to Diddy's past. Melvin Combs, his daddy, was killed because he was snitching on the other drug dealers around. So the thing about it is like Diddy does have a sister though. He does have a sister.
that he's not close with.
He's not close with. He's
At
not
all.
close with the family because of the stuff that he's done. So the thing about it is like right now we're sitting up here saying, well, you know,
and how he eased his way up into his position because he started off as an intern. We didn't talk about how he got over his hump.
I was an intern.
But we didn't talk about how he got over his hump.
What do you do?
So it sounds like to me, I because I'm not into bashing. I believe that a lot of people need help, and
I love my friend.
Diddy needs help.
I love my
He,
friend.
he needs help. And what you do when you're younger, in your younger years, especially when you're sick, I feel like you have room to grow because one day you can wake up. One day you can want life to be different for you. One day you can walk a different path. So what if he find that awakening that he needs while he's sitting there, and that was what was needed for him, to change his path, because it happens.
Well,
because I'm telling you like this.
I think
forgiveness, I'm just saying in general, forgiveness is one of the hardest things that you can do. But when you get there, I ain't talking about when you get there, it's gonna free you more than it's gonna free the situation.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you forgive.
Explain,
you forgive people for you.
Because when you forgive yourself. When you forgive yourself and the situation and that person, and you intercede for that space, it doesn't take an emotional toll on you anymore. It doesn't take mental space anymore. It allows you to walk in a place with grace and say, "Hey, how are you doing? Nice to see you." You're leveling up in a level to where you can add this on to your toolbox to navigate through life, because forgiveness takes a bigger person than it is to just stay in that space. Because it's a lot of people out here that's been raped and molested by their own parents, and they're sitting in the same room laughing and joking and having a good holiday.
Cousins,
awkward,
brothers, sisters, others.
This is and that goes to talk about what I've said as well, because forgiveness, like you forgive people for you to move on.
Yeah.
And it's really not just forgiving them, it's forgiving you.
Right.
Like, I'm not gonna say, hey, I forgive you for me allowing you to treat me. You forgive yourself for allowing somebody to treat you in such a way.
Correct.
I'm gonna pray for you because something's wrong with you, and I pray that you get well. But I forgive myself for allowing things to happen in the way that I allowed them to happen. And that goes with the way you love yourself as well, because the more that you start to love yourself, you'll shed these people, you'll shed that skin, and you won't deal with certain things anymore. It's like, no, I'm not doing that.
Right.
No, come here, get over here. That abusive relationship is, you're right. Now I'm gone. Bye.
Right, exactly. So before we got to get out of here. So before anything that
Can we put our plugs in before?
Go ahead. That's what I'm about to say.
Okay.
No glam.
Okay. So just one thing I want to say before I put my plug in. So I had to check myself about a lot of the stuff I heard in media, because a lot of people don't know, but my biological father was a pimp. So in his time, so that kind of shaped my thinking about a lot of different things.
About men?
Yeah, because I had to check myself, like, yeah, you seen women act like this and do that, and they keep coming back about whatever here, but that ain't the case for everybody. So piggybacking off of what she's saying, sometimes your environment and what you see and what you exposed to can shape your opinion about things. But that was something I had to check myself about, because I got sons. I don't have no daughter.
Right.
And I'd be damned if somebody come and put their hands on my son. But
you know
anyway,
what they say about women who just have sons.
Okay, but anyway. So speaking on mental health and mental wellness, but first and foremost, I want to thank you, Larry. And only because you gave me an opportunity. I met you at the Cleveland Public Library thing, and we didn't even speak a word to each other, but you said, hey, I like your table. I like how you presented yourself. I'm gonna bring you on my show. You didn't know me. You don't know my
just
credentials.
Lucky you look good.
You didn't know.
My bad.
He didn't be quiet. I'm gonna beat him up. I swear. When we done with this,
I don't know what's gonna happen to you.
You gonna
Just be lucky you look good.
Your name gonna begin with a C when we leave here.
Imagine what the ugly girls go through. My bad.
So anyway, speaking on everybody that has an opinion on the Diddy case. What are you doing for your community to help rid of these problems? So with that being said, me and my girl, she's actually a guest speaker. We're doing a free, okay? We're doing a free teen girls wellness camp. It starts June 3rd. We're going to do it every Tuesday throughout June from 4 to 7. in downtown Bedford. The address is 637 Broadway Ave. We have topics like self-respect, identity and distractions, influences, what Larea is going to be speaking about. We have goals and dreams. My cousin Shanice Settles she used to be a former news reporter. She's going to be speaking about goals and dreams. We have Erica Campbell with New Vision. She's going to be speaking about identity and emotional and mental health. So we have a free girls teen summer camp that's going to run from June 3rd to July 1st, every Tuesday from 4 to 7, and it's free. All you have to do is register. We're on the Eventbrite as GWA. It's Growing Up a Woman. The acronym is GUAW, and we hope to see you there. And it is a free program
for the women, for the girls,
for the teen girls. So the
girls.
Next time you find yourself commenting on something about what's going on, ask yourself, what are you doing for your community? What do you stand for? What are you building for Jacob's Ladder? So you can find us there, meet us there, find us on Eventbrite, tune into 108.1 Nerve DJs.
WNRV 108.1.
WNRV 108.1 Nerve DJs. Com, especially on this show. So before we go, somebody got some.
Oh, I gotta say you something.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going. So while she bringing it over, should I be surprised, Larea? Should I be shocked?
No.
Okay.
This just
After that talk, she better not
I kind of feel bad about what it is because So I kind of feel bad about what it is.
Talking that mic, Ness.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. I kind of feel bad about what the gift. Well, I originally had it when you weren't here and your mom passed, and most of the time people drink, during death and stuff. So I had brought you a customized shot glass from the Sweet Spots by Jordan Haley. I mean, you could put water in here or Pepsi or coffee. But I wanted to do something special for you and to let you know that you're special and you love, because losing a mother is like losing a part of yourself. So I wanted to give you something special. This was my last shot glass, and I said, nope, I'm gonna save it for Larry because he gave me the opportunity to spread my wings, and I want you to put every tear that come down your face, every hard time, every time that you think you about to lose it in this cup, and remember what your mother told you, what you told me earlier. And I don't want you to use it to drink because you don't drink no more, but I want you to use it for something that's going to help you grow and help heal the wounds that people can't see. I love you. I appreciate you. And I want you to take this token and this gift as my appreciation.
Oh my God.
That's my girl. That's why I love her.
Oh my God. Come here.
That's my girl right here.
So dope.
See, this is what this is all about. Each one teach one, and when you teach one, you reach one. So this is what's important. It's so many people out here that need that.
It's dope.
So that's yours.
It's a dope show. I'm glad.
God, now you gotta be.
No, that's fire. That's why I went overtime today. This. I knew it was gonna be this type of show.
Oh
No,
my God.
I mean, I always come bearing gifts, and even if it's not some material, it's gonna be something mental.
You know what?
No, that was fire. That was dope.
Y'all bearing
That
gifts to
was
me
fire.
today. I am so happy, and the thing about it is like not just my mother, but grieving, especially Barbara Bradford Wins, who brought sometimes food to this show, who passed away, and of course Charlie Bibb, who sent people to interview with me, and they are both gone with my mom. They're now ancestors. And the thing about it is like what we have to remember is that trauma and all the trauma that it's bringing out with everybody, we can't have that anymore, especially in our community. And like I said before, now no matter how you feel about this particular topic or not, if you're not part of, like Larea said, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And the thing about it is these are solutions we heal. And I thank you, Glam, for doing this for me.
Always.
And she has checked on me ever since, and I said I promise to bring it back. Jay, a
little too early.
Yeah, Jay, Queen with the gold mic interviewed her. But the thing about it is like, I saw something special in her when she put that table together. That's why I said I wanted to invite you on. And the thing about it is like, the thing about it is like media, especially African American media like this.
That's what we do.
We got to put our money where our mouth is. We can't say we support black businesses and then we leave off African American businesses for something else. We can't say we support black women. I can't say I support black women or women in general if I leave an African American woman off the show. If I got time, I made time. And the
We just can't have them on 1 hour. We need them on 2 hours.
Right,
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
right.
We should have been kicked them out. But they cool though. I love what they saying.
You know
today.
what? He gonna
gonna
mess
get
up.
shot.
He gonna mess up your whole thing.
Right, but
he the problem.
Right,
I'ma get him. I'ma get him.
Thank
He
you.
know it.
So,
Having fun.
right, but yeah, but the thing about it is that
Drink all my liquor.
Now she put me on blast. Whoa, let me get him on out of here.
Right, better run, T-Rex. But the thing about it is the reason that I do what I do every single week, and the one thing that I could not do because I was grieving was interview you. And I had somebody else do it. I had to trust it with somebody that was with me for 6 years in Jay Price and DJ Ant. Dog.
It was a dope interview too. Dope interview.
Yeah, and the thing about it, and I saw it. And the thing about it is like I was, even in my grief, it was like, something that my mother, Anita Franz, would want me to do. Something that a lot of people would want you to do is that you put people in the spotlight to show their talents.
Aww.
And you said something about that for teen girls. My mother rebuilt lives that she was a counselor and saved thousands of people's lives that they almost lost their lives to drug and alcohol addiction. So the thing about it is like, if you want to you have to give in order to receive love. So you have to give it back.
Absolutely.
That's why I gave it back to you guys. And I'm
Thank
glad,
you.
Larea, you came. Wow. And I'm glad that you came back and agreed. And please, if you need me to speak to those teen girls, I'm willing
We
to do.
gonna need you. We gonna
Right.
need you.
It's gonna be a
But
collaboration.
and I
coming
don't
soon.
want to be a LeBron and a Kyrie situation. This was really Larea's idea,
Right.
but
Damn.
I took it and I
Thank
ran
you,
with it
Larea.
because
I knew it was something when she walked in here. When she walked in here.
no, but seriously, and I took it and I ran with it because I love to support my friends. It ain't even about me.
How long
I
y'all
don't
been
even need
friends?
a spot. Not long.
Okay.
But I was bartending at a bar, and she came in and basically read me my rights. And I'm like, how she know me? She don't know me. And we left out together, and we've been rolling ever since.
That's dope.
And she's been speaking over my life and making me do things. And then when she came to my brother's funeral, my mother said, I like her. My mother don't really say that a lot. She just stay quiet. And she just been on my back. On my back.
Right.
You know how you gotta get that monkey off your back?
Right.
She been on my back ever since. So this is really I'm really birthing her vision, and I don't mind.
Dope.
Because
that is dope.
it ain't about me, it's about them. So, and that's why I brought her on the show, because like he said, we gotta, if we gonna be about African American and black women businesses, we gotta. So I said I'm gonna bring my girl on the show because she deserves more than what she puts out, and she's an awesome person. So I wanted to bring my girl on the show to let her know that I appreciate her.
I appreciate it too.
And I appreciate Larry, and I respect what you guys are doing. And y'all gonna see me on the commercials. I want y'all to keep tuned in, because y'all gonna see me on their commercials, and we gonna do a lot of business, and we gonna bring a lot of things to the community.
You on the commercial? On our DJs?
Yeah, I'm subscribed. And I want to put that plug out
It's
there.
time.
If y'all don't know, I need all my entrepreneurs that want to get their information out. I need y'all to subscribe and get y'all stuff on this channel.
Right.
Period.
Right.
If we don't do it for ourselves, Fox
we
8
need
do.
the money,
Hey,
man.
Fox 8 ain't gonna do it.
We break your
19
tracks.
ain't gonna do
We
it.
break your tracks, not your stacks.
Channel 5 ain't gonna do it. We need to do it.
Nerve
All right,
DJs.
Nerve
Black
DJ.
on.
Black on. It won't sell out. Shout out to DJ Johnny O in the bill that just left.
Thank you.
I appreciate
I
that.
want to thank you guys as
For
well.
sure. For sure.
Thank you. So we gon' So we gonna have her commercial, and the thing about it is we gonna blow up her business like we blew up Office Love. Shout out to Office Loves and Carmela for what she's doing.
Shout out.
Yeah, and the thing about it is I also got to give another shout out. A member of the Nerve DJ family, Miss Moon with an E, got into a accident. Damn. DJing, and she is down she's down for a while. Some damage to her eye, but she'll be back. Shout out to Miss Moon and her family.
I'm gonna put her on my Monday Bible study. I do Bible study every Monday, so I'm gonna put Miss Moon on my Bible study prayer.
So Miss Moon Turner, shout out to her mom Tracy. I went to the hospital, Metro Health. She had surgery. Everything. She's on the road to recovery. Everything looks good.
Right.
She's speaking. I've talked to her today. Texted her back a couple of times. And the thing about it is we gotta check on our people. I gotta end the show, y'all. And if nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. Thank you, Glam. Thank you, Larea.
You're
Thank
welcome.
y'all.
We love you.
We love you too. This is Beyonce. Halo. We're ending the show with that. Peace.
Oh, that's a
love
great little
peace.
ending right
love.
there. I like that.
We out of here.
We out of here.
This is WNRV 108.1.
Remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. And they didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make the sound. I found a way to let you in, but I never really had a doubt. Standing in the light of your halo, I got my angel now. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. I ain't never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade away. See your halo. Your halo. You see your halo. Hit me like a ray of sun, burning through my darkest night. You're the only one that I want. Think I'm addicted to your light. I swore I'd never fall again, but this don't even feel like falling. Gravity can't begin to pull me back to the ground again. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. The risk that I'm taking, I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your halo. You know you're my saving grace. You're everything I need and more. It's written all over your face. Baby, I can feel your halo. Pray it won't fade away. See your halo. Your halo. You see your halo. Your halo. You see your halo. You see your Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can see your